welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here with our celebrity tarot card reading. We're going to find out all about Amanda Bynes today. We're going to find out all about her only because she was a little absent from that documentary with Dan Schneider. We will get more into that in just a minute, but go ahead and hit subscribe, share, like, and follow. Do all of the things that you need to do to get back to where you need to be for Hangman Tarot. Check out YouTube channel. And again, my name is Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started right now. All right, hold on. So it's looking like there was a documentary and it was named Quiet on the Set, and there's allegations on this documentary, and there is definitely things that, I don't know, should have been different when it comes to what happened during this time with the creator Dan Schneider, executive producers, and this massive Nickelodeon influence, and with all of the shows, Drake and Josh, The Amanda Show, you name it. There's been troubling claims made, even specifically by Drake from Drake and Josh, on this documentary. So it's called Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV. It's a 19-minute conversation with Schneider, who parted ways with Nickelodeon in 2018, addressed many of the claims reported by four-part investigation Discovery series. Watching over the past 2 nights was very difficult for him. He's facing his past behaviors, some of which are embarrassing, and he reports that I regret, and I definitely owe some people a pretty strong apology. Okay. It's just so funny how they think they can just apologize for those things. It's like, you were screaming at people on the set, you were making lewd comments to people, you made people give you massages when they didn't want to. What else? Oh, you were doing, what are those things? Inappropriate through, certain jokes that, they went a little too far, okay? And these people were a little immature at the time when it happened, and it's just like, how can you say sorry for that? I mean, he thinks because he could be cocky about it, he said, but he would rather be apologetic. Okay, so it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, and everything just is, woof, everything goes away. And it's just very strange because he just defends, it's just like people keep defending this humor even. And it's just shows like this that have deemed things inappropriate for children, and it continues to be approved no matter what. And that was, 20, 25 years ago, whatever. I feel as though we can move forward here today with Amanda Bynes' reading, because I'm getting upset. I'm getting really, really intolerant of the, oh, I'm so sorry I abused you. It's fine. It's great. Everything's going to be just fine. Amanda Bynes was not on the documentary. That's why I'm going to do this reading. She was not in the documentary. She didn't want nothing to do with it. She didn't watch it, blah, blah, blah. But she was a huge part of the documentary, and so let's just do her reading. It's going to be an interesting one, so here we go. She was born in Thousand Oaks, California, United States, April 3rd, 1986 at 8:06 a.m. She was born Amanda Laura Bynes, and she is an American actress. She rose to prominence in the late 1900s, early 2000s on Nickelodeon series, All That, and The Amanda Show from 2002 and to 2006. So she starred in the sitcoms What I Like About You, What a Girl Wants, She's the Man, Sydney White, blah, blah. I grew up, I was kind of like, I think I was, a couple years older, I guess, than her, but I watched her, and I thought she was really cool because she wasn't out getting in trouble, and she, but she ended up doing all the things, obviously. Sun sign is in Aries, her moon sign is in Aquarius, and then her Venus is in Taurus. Okay. So she kind of went AWOL after a certain part or a certain time during the Dan Schneider Nickelodeon thing. It was said that she tried to, become her own adult, and Dan Schneider was a big part of that. But because at court it didn't go through, that relationship kind of you know, came to a head. So he was not allowed to work with her or even on a set with her ever again after that. And it just goes further and further on about the situations. But I'd rather just read her cards and see what, you know, is really going on. Let's just find out as far as that goes. So again, we are dealing with somebody who is a sun sign Aries, and then she is a moon sign Aquarius. I don't know. The whole thing makes me sick to my stomach, honestly. I get very upset just like doing these readings. But I just feel like it would be really important to maybe see what her reading is. So let's just get into this. All right. We're going to find out all about the celebrity through tarot. Just things maybe we're not aware of. That'll be the first parts of this, and then we will get a little bit further in. Okay. So, of course, anything about this celebrity is crisis, crisis, crisis. Lots of conflict, lots of things going on as far as challenges for this specific person. I do feel like it's almost like she feels like she may be kind of with Five of Cups. She's in a little bit of a whirlwind. I do feel like she, you know, kind of is in a place of not just like feeling like delusional. So, okay, yes, there's delusion, there's repression, there's blocks of creativeness. I do feel like there's no receptiveness at all with her feelings, and I do feel like she's very troubled in that way. And with the Nine of Wands in reverse, Five of Cups upright, it's screaming to me that she kind of avoids things here to distract herself from the main objective, you know, whatever path that she may be on, okay? Anything really surrounding this specific conflict would definitely be work, you know, whatever it is that she's passionate about, whatever she vibes on as far as being creative and, you know, has, you know, her hands involved in. So I do think, though, there's this isolation, there's this aloneness being, you know, surrounding this big conflict, and kind of surrounding that has a lot to do with the fact that, I mean, there's something very reckless kind of going on within and around her, and just like a lack of willpower to be able to just kind of acknowledge what is, you know, what the objective is in her life. And it's almost like she's kind of forgotten, or, you know, doing things to distract herself from, you know, whatever else is going on. So the sacred connection is a disconnection. There is no connection here at all as far as that goes, because again, it's just lack of direction, just kind of feeling like she's headed nowhere. And this is just kind of underneath the surface of things again. Fully, though, for the most part, anything kind of around this and making her or putting her in this headspace or this place of, you know, lack of intuition is to me anyway, would definitely be this reverse emperor, somebody who is not stable, somebody who's not secure, but comes across as if they are. So somebody who comes in with an abusive authority, somebody who, again, you know, kind of blocks these wonderful things within her life, and is just, it's not a supportive or authoritative, and it's not somebody that you can lean on or count on to be responsible with you in your life. This person, whoever this is, had a lot to do with the reason that she's, you know, in Delulu land. They have a lot to do with the idea of her just kind of like putting her own self off track. She's always constantly putting herself in a distraction. This person has a lot to do with that conflict, that challenge, and her just kind of like being alone, but not specifically wanting to be alone. Anything going on in the past that was a challenge for Amanda Bynes here. Nine of Swords in reverse, obviously. All right. So in the past, I don't feel like it was very far in the past. With Nine of Swords in reverse, we have Six of Pentacles upright. So the past issue was just overthinking or overanalyzing or really wanting peace, but there was just more agitation, and it just kind of led to a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety and maybe no sleep or lack of sleep. But the worries were constantly there. And this is not specific to now. So it's not currently something that she's dealing with, because the chatter that she was hearing in the mind was really disrupting the peace, or, you know, the constant want of peace. Just also put her kind of in a loop as well. So I feel like it was just very much, she was stuck in her head. Now this had all to deal with just wanting to have some sort of a new normal. especially when it comes to her business, her home life, her physical matter. She wanted to have, you know, some sort of a balance, a give and take, and she wanted safety from this. And this has a lot to do with why she was in that place where there was a lot of chatter or a lot of noise in the mind. She couldn't focus. I mean, there was just a lot of overthinking. Yeah, for sure. Especially when you have somebody kind of surrounding her at this time involved. So somebody who is a little bit responsible for this situation or this challenge that was in the past would have to do with like an earth sign for sure. Earth sign could be even an air sign, but I feel like this is definitely an earth sign. Somebody who comes across as if they were experienced, they come, with feelings and, they're there to, put some sort of effort into her or, help her with her business or her life in general, as far as like her business, success, money. But that's not really what was happening here. And it was somebody who was greedy, somebody who was lazy, somebody who didn't really work for the things. They just wanted, the reward of it. They wanted all of the things. They're a greedy asshole. And that has a lot to do with whoever this was. This person could have been younger than her. Again, earth sign or an air sign. But this had a lot to do with, the challenges in the past for her as far as like, kind of that issue of not having enough clarity to have peace. That had a lot to do with the overthinking, not being able to sleep, and then again just really wanting to be in a new normal or just like restart things as far as physical matters go. And I do think I feel like if she got back to the nature of it or her organic, she'd be able to do it. But I just don't think that this is actually coming across. It's just there's no stability, nothing is practical that is surrounding her, and this was not supported by this person who was around her either. Because again, this person came across that way, but they were lazy, they had no focus, they had no energy in the business or in, working and helping her. That was not a thing. They wanted to sit around and be a lazy ass. Okay, so again, that earth sign does come up. So a challenge that is present, again, it's just that person, whoever that earth sign is, this person is not changed. This person is not sturdy. They are older now. So this person does not have enough experience to be dealing with her physical matters or her business or, her financials, okay? Because this person is not good with money, okay? That's just, this person blocks any kind of financial balance. And I feel like as far as money, that's the only thing that's really, really low in energy here. She's not even low in health. Her health is good. I mean, she has some things that she could be working on or looking at here. But as far as just kind of like the bottom line here, as far as this present challenge with this person, again, with this earth sign, it's just, this is a choice, and this is the choice she chose was to pair up with this individual. So she chose this person to have, some sort of a situation with, and she's just not seeing it clearly. She's not able to, let go of the blindfold. She really does allow herself to lose out on all that hard work she's put into her life because she keeps thinking that this person will get it together. I mean, she has this idea that, this will come around, but it's like, that's not happening. And if she keeps not seeing things clearly, it's never going to be fair. It's never going to feel fair. And it's always going to have this imbalance in this relationship no matter what, especially right now, because this is all due to this tower moment. So having some sort of a tower moment, especially with business, something that, again, she might be experienced in, something physical, something of the physical. And it could even be the physical body. But again, I feel like this person and her had, a tower moment, because this person is possibly not currently, I don't feel like they're currently with. And it's something that she's constantly worried about too. It's just like, but this person is money hungry and could have really messed up her finances and could have messed up her home, her, her business, whatever that might mean for her. But it really changed her perception on things. But she's still not allowing that clarity. She's still not coming across and seeing it for what it is, because he's a loser. Whoever it is, this person is a huge fucking loser. And this is, her chance. This tower energy could give her a chance of a new start, okay? So that's what it's there for. So let's move forward. How does she feel about herself? she feels like she's growing. She feels like she is bringing some sort of togetherness. She feels like she is coming from love. When she's thinking about herself within her heart, she feels like there's growth and there's, you know, multiple parts to her. And anything really influencing that is because she's really started kind of instead of this overthinking and overanalyzing, she's decided to find some sort of clarity. She's trying to find some sort of versatility, making choices to communicate and find justice within her mind. I mean, she's really just trying to clear up the business of the mind. And again, anything influencing her feeling of, you know, like she feels like she's very gentle, very empathetic, and there's this growth, this loving growth, and this connection that she has within herself even is beautiful. I mean, that is beautiful, especially she's trying to really gain that clarity in the mind specifically. She knows that she's having troubles with the things that she's passionate about. She wants to change that and really put power into the action of doing the things that she enjoys doing, or, you know, getting back to her, the business of acting maybe, or, you know, she's really just trying to dabble a little bit when it comes to any kind of action being put into her job or the things that she dreams about doing even. So just really trying to find some set of reward. How does the world see her? Well, the world sees her just in a place of no action. 8 of Wands in reverse. And just, again, no action with her job or her passion. We don't see the ambition that we used to see. We see lack of that. So there's no speed in that. We see somebody who is vulnerable and maybe be loving, maybe in a place where she's, you know, a very emotional, spiritual being, but yet there is this very diluted, kind of like I love type of person. This person, we see her as like, you know, jumping into these relationships like a dreamer of relation, a dreamer of love, whatever that might mean for her. But we see these things definitely as far as the world seeing her. Any outcome here currently for the next month or so? Okay. There is somebody around her, and it's not as bad as it might feel or seem. I do think that this person around her could very well inspire her. So she could be inspired by this person. And I feel like this person's not quite there yet, but I feel like this person is coming around her. And when she sees, or she's, you know, involved or whatever surrounding this person when this person come in, is very much a connection, very much coming together, joining together, whatever that might mean. But it's going to be very passionate, very ambitious, very warm and open and adventurous. So I think this change will really bring about some sort of power of, you know, doing what it is that she wants to do and really putting intention to that. Bottom line, lastly here, she's going to find some sort of completion when it comes to, again, the things she celebrates and the things that she's really wanting, you know, to be inspired to complete these cycles. She will get into a place where she completes something, and that's going to be a really great place because that'll be, you know, time for a new beginning. She's going to, this cycle, whatever she's been dealing with has been kind of like her going uphill, trudging uphill, and really working on these things, but then just kind of sliding back a little bit here and there. And that has a lot to do with whoever she surrounds herself with, because whoever this fire sign could be that's incoming, that she'll have a connection with, is definitely somebody who will help her up the hill and help her down the hill and around the hill and all over the place. So that person is not going to be shy about the situation. She will get into her magician energy for sure. She's going to get into a very different space, a new beginning, a new start, something in which she can kind of gather everything that she has learned. So she will get there as soon as she finds that clarity and that peace, and finds less agitation and less idiots around her. I feel like she'd be much better with just like making sure that there's no dusty boys around her. Like, get the fuck out of there. Like, she needs to just do her for a little bit. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Please go ahead, hit subscribe. I hope that you enjoyed this reading with Amanda Bynes. If you have any requests, please leave it in the comments or in the socials below. Go check out Hangman Tarot on YouTube. And again, my name is Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot. I will see you next celebrity reading. See you later.